Cassava is a known staple food for communities in northern and eastern Uganda, in Oyam and Apac districts located in northern Uganda and form part of the Lango sub-region. The tubers are grown for both subsistence and commercial consumption. Through the Strengthening Agribusiness Ethics, Quality Standards and ICT Usage in Uganda's Value Chain program, researchers from Makerere University Business School under AGRI-QUEST Uganda visited Oyam and Apac districts to establish whether farmers are meeting agribusiness ethics and quality standards. The project is financed by the Netherlands Organization for Scientific Research and also implemented by Vrije University, Netherlands. Further sought to ascertain how decision-making procedures in international food and agriculture policy and practices can be implemented by agriculture players at the bottom of the pyramid. The team, led by David Katamba and included students from Vrije University, made its first stop in Oyam district, where they met government officials, farmers and key stakeholders in the cassava value chain, with emphasis on food security in agribusiness. However, the reality of food insecurity hinged on changes in climatic conditions coupled with poor agriculture practices has seen low production of cassava in the district. Some farmers have resorted to exporting most of their harvest to South Sudan, while others brew alcohol out of the crop, a factor that has greatly affected productivity of men who leave the agriculture work to the women. Nelson Adair, the district chairperson, Oyam district, notes that the negligence by farmers during the pre- and post-handling process is among the most common unethical practices.
Family production is still low just for households. But if we could collect all the people, because people are scattered in the land that could have been used for farming, there would be need to rearrange people, because here we still have the customary land ownership. We don't have, nobody has a title or owns land here. It's just customary ownership. You just say this home, the whole of this land was left for me by my grandparents, and that is it. It ends on that tree, this one ends there, and once you are dead, the elder is dead, maybe the young children may not know. And some of them end up selling and they fight. So there is need really to have people collected somewhere and they leave a vast land for production. Because people are scattered, they have just scattered land, so it forces them to dig in small quantities, and the quality is still low, the quality of production is still low.
This is further worsened by the use of traditional farming implements like handholds to farm. Furthermore, Adair reveals that under the Operation Wealth Creation Program, government supplies cassava cuttings to farmers. However, the seeds are not disease resistant and are immature, which greatly affects the quality of produce.
After harvest, most people have got equipment. Like yesterday, the president fulfilled his pledges, brought some 2 small motorized machines for processing cassava. It was brought from the office of the Prime Minister, and I think that one can help into mass production of cassava flour. And it keeps it into smaller bits that can be easily dried. Instead of using these blocks, these ones are so tiny and cheap, so you can dry it in just a day and you grind it into a flour. So we have gone to that fight. It's only that man of Apac who has gone a bit far. If you happen to visit him, you will see a lot of changes. And he is encouraging most people to produce to feed the factory, because the production that he makes is making the factory working under capacity.
Matthias Mohuta, the Chief Administrative Officer of Oyam District, agrees, explaining that the cassava cuttings are got from other areas without due consideration of the soil quality and climatic conditions of the district.
Yes, I've been around for a very short time, but I've had an experience. I worked in maize, Listen, not very far from Lango, up in Kagera Maido, in the neighboring sub-region. As far as Kagera Maido there, those days you find the Sudanese coming to people's gardens and trying to buy those gardens wholesale when crops are still in the gardens. So that they harvest and take to their country.
The district has a department of production which is charged with directly liaising with farmers on agricultural practices. Patrick Odiomo, the Oyam Senior Agriculture Officer and Head of Crop Section, explains that besides infestation of cassava disease streak, farmers are not receptive to new types of cassava species.
Okay, they are comparing these varieties, these new varieties, to their traditional varieties in terms of palatability. Because here in the district, much of the consumption of this cassava is through boiling the tuber, then thereafter you eat. So, as they compare the taste of these varieties, the new variety, with those varieties which they used to plant, they find that it's not very tasteful, I would say. So now we have a problem there. As we try to promote these varieties, these new varieties, there's that tendency for them not to fully adopt the new variety.
In neighboring Apac district, the situation is not any different. Samo Pio Cheng started off as a mixed crop farmer until 2010 when he decided to grow cassava on a large-scale basis.
Bottom to top approach. Yeah. But this approach of top to bottom, it doesn't work. No. Because what you're doing in Kampala there, we don't know. Now you come and expose that one to me. I'm not doing it.
You better come here and see what we are doing, and then you maybe modify.
What do we need to
advise on how to get there, the way you see.
Ocheng said as a resilient crop, cassava is a good food security plant and many products can be got out of it. As chairman of Adiaka Wholesalers Limited, Ocheng is a famed cassava seed producer in Apac and Oyam, specializing in Nase 14, Nase 19 and Narocas 1, which are resistant to cassava mosaic and brown streak diseases.
So all this we have tried, you see, we have tried them, but all in vain. It needs all of us to sit together and see solution to that problem.
During his meeting with the research team, Ocheng outlined some of the unethical behaviors that farmers engage in, including poor harvesting techniques, which encourages disease spread. Farmers also do not take keen interest in getting good quality cassava seed.
The problem is, our culture here is a little bit complicated. I may go to Mr. White, then I said I want cassava. Mr. White will say, you go and cut it. Not knowing that what Garacha has grown is affected already. That is the worst thing which we have. So to control that cassava mosaic and cassava fruit plant is very difficult. So the way what I was thinking it could be done, if the farmers could collect cassava from really a good supply like me from here. Recently he came here, he got about 25 bags and he has planted it. That one you have collected good seeds. But when you go to X or B, Z, then you collect a good variety which you don't know. It's very difficult to control that.
Furthermore, farmers, especially those engaged in smallholder farming, have become vulnerable to buyers who pay little money for their produce, many times getting exploited and end up earning little. Having been in the business for a long time, Ocheng has invested heavily in setting up a factory, the only one in the sub-region with modern technology to process cassava into flour. He stresses the importance of maintaining a clean agribusiness value chain right from the garden to when the flour is packed in a bag. Amidst all this, Ocheng notes that one of the biggest challenges the two districts face is lack of information supplied to the farmers on best agricultural practices.
The Ministry of Agriculture. They have employed these people as the extension staff you are talking about. People don't have transport. How can you work from the Apac district there, then you come and live with the farmers from here? They are not facilitated.
And if it is there is poor facilitation.
There is nothing. What do you expect? They need to be facilitated. Give it a motorcycle. Give it fuel. That's when they can come and visit farmers.
Ocheng says that the district extension and agriculture officers are barely facilitated by government, which hinders their access to the farmers. The research team also met Loro Mteko Cooperative Group in Oyam district, which comprises 6 farmer groups and 38 members. 4 groups are women-run, 1 is mixed, while another is composed of youths. David Oyite, who is the chairman of the Youth Farmer Group in Oyam, narrated to the research team through an interpreter that they have been facing challenges of poor yields characterized by rotting tubers. They recently found out that it was cassava mosaic disease.
It's called David.
I'm the chairman of the Youth Group.
He's the chairman of Youth Group, the Kalodonga Wele.
Oh, Mogo one of the new and then a new bearer.
That for him, he got the importance of growing cassava.
Yeah, I've been a poor caro choncha. Taco can lucenta by a cacharo. You are my chara, you are my chama, down a ponyawa.
Because he grew cassava previous years and it used to help him in for sale and for consumption. But in past 2 years, he started getting problems. That cassava grows when it is time for harvest, you get when it is already rotten. So whenever you pick it, you get when it is now spoiled, it cannot be eaten. And for last year, it started getting rotten from down up to the stems. And after 6 months, the whole cassava were destroyed by the cassava disease. Up to this moment, they are just uprooting the cassava because of those diseases. And even the stems to be replanted are not there because the other ones were affected by the And because of that, we have the problem of getting the stems, because those stems would help when it is planted. It can be for human consumption and for sale, but now there is shortage of the stems. And due to that is requesting that if you people could possibly accept and bring the stems, it would be of great value. Thank you.
Silva Otiang, another farmer, laments that the recent long spell of drought greatly affected their yields, leaving them with barely anything to feed on or sell.
That the problem is in the price, because here they buy at low price. That the problem of this year is about the prolonged dry season, because the period of planting cassava is almost getting off, and it is affecting us. That it cannot prevent you from you people bringing the cassava stem. God allows when there is rain, we can plant.
The middlemen who act as a bridge between the farmers and the buyers are a key component in the agricultural value chain. Their major role is to buy cassava produce from the farmers, which they later sell to other traders. Dorcas Ayel and Moses Otim are cassava buyers and store owners in Laurel Town, Oyam district. Ayel and Otim note that most of the buyers they purchase cassava from mishandle the produce during the post-handling process. Among the poor unethical practices include packing cassava in sacks before it dries well, which greatly affects the produce quality.
Advise them to use tarpaulin to dry, and then after drying, some foreign material can even enter it. When there's foreign material on it, we advise them to remove that things because the cassava will not be clean. To make the soil and the quality, there needs to be some quality. Okay. And advise them after. Sometimes they cannot make it dry well. Yes. You make them dry maybe 3 to 4 times. After it, they can use their hand to check when it is dry. Yes. Properly. Because when you don't dry properly, put them in the sacks, moisture can just come out of them.
Despite these challenges, all hope is not lost for the farmers. The 2 districts, in a bid to assist farmers improve on their agricultural practices, has recruited extension workers to facilitate trainings with support from some non-governmental organizations. Also, farmers have been encouraged to get financial support through farming savings associations where they are able to secure loans at low interest rates in order to grow their businesses.
Our people secure loans from banks, then they tend to encourage them to be more hardworking than they have been, because they have to pay back at the end of the day.
For better yield, farmers have also been encouraged to grow better and disease-resistant varieties of cassava, including Narocas 1 and Nase 19, in order not to lose their yields. Ochen reveals that one of the standards the company has set to buy cassava tubers and seed from farmers is to inspect the fields first to ascertain that the produce is of good quality and free from disease. Currently, the districts are conducting farmer trainings, even with the gaps in extension worker numbers. Adair says the districts are encouraging farmers to also use ICT mechanisms through getting real-time information on farming techniques using their phones.